Hey everybody, Ugly Mug with you once again. I hope all my beautiful uglies are doing real well out there. And it's been a while since I've done a video on this Corvette. But anyway, I'm back. It's been about a month and I've been busy with other things. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about the C8 Corvette 2021. It's a 3LT and comes in rapid blue. I've had it for about 2 months now and I'm really enjoying it. But what I want to really do is share with you what this vehicle has to offer. So we're going to kind of give you an internal and external view of it and just go over some of the features just to give you a quick idea of what this vehicle can offer to you. This video is really aimed toward prospective buyers, anyone who's in the market for this particular what I call supercar, because yes, it is a supercar. But anyway, also, if you're not familiar with my channel, please hit the like button if you like it. Hit the subscribe button, and then that way you'll be supporting my channel because I really need to get as many views as I can get. I'm fairly new at this, and I'm just getting started, so hopefully you can help me get my channel going. But anyway, without further delay, let's do it. All right, check this out. Just as I was starting to shoot this video, I had a couple of guys roll up on me, man, and we just started talking about the Corvette and everything, man. We had some really great conversation. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys get to see this video. I gave you my YouTube channel, so hopefully you guys will check it out. Just want to let you know, man, thanks for coming by. I enjoyed the conversation. So taking a look at this car from afar, it is absolutely beautiful. I don't think anyone can deny that. Anyone that's behind the wheel of one of these should be really proud to be driving one, especially in a rapid blue color. It seems to be a really popular color among Corvette owners, and I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. And as far as just looking at it from different angles, you can just see it has supercar written all over it, and I don't think it's going to fade out anytime soon. It's no surprise why this car is so sought out and so popular. But anyway, let's start talking about the features. So as we work our way toward the front, you can reach in the underside of the opening and you can find the soft pad that'll help you open the front trunk. And inside, you can fit a couple of gym bags in there. You can fit some groceries. So this car is functional. And as you can see on the side there, you see the button, the light colored button is a safety feature. If a child gets locked inside, they're able to get themselves out by hitting that glow in the dark button. The other thing you see there is it's a jack to where you can plug in a charger if you're going to sit the car for some time, extended period of time. It's a trickle charger. And there you can see a couple of fluid inlets. There's your windshield washer. And then under those plastic covers, they just snap out and you can get to the battery. And then as you close the trunk, it's a double click, and that's a safety feature that's built in that keeps the front trunk from opening while the car is in motion. And as we move down toward the front inlet there's a radiator behind there, and there's some aftermarket screens that I put there to protect the radiator itself. And as we move around to the front, there's some cameras. There's one camera on the left and another one on the right. As we work our way to the side, you can see the side profile of the vehicle. And there's the side inlet, the side scoop. You can it'll allow air to get in. And there's a radiator just inside there. You can't see it on the picture, but there's my branding. And that helps, that radiator helps keep the engine cool in the engine compartment. And here's another inlet, actually an outlet. It lets air out. It's a vent that it lets the hot air out, as well as the ones in the window that surround the window on the rear hatch. they allow warm air to escape the engine compartment. And here's where we open up the rear hatch. Just below the first E, you have a soft pad there. And when you push it, it opens up the rear hatch. It gives you access to the engine compartment as well as the trunk that you see here. Many say that you can fit a couple of sets of golf clubs in there. But there you see my tripod for my photography tucked in there in the back. That's also where the removable top gets stored. There's the engine compartment. And this particular one has the engine appearance package, which consists of the carbon fiber panels that you see there, along with the lighting. That's the engine appearance package. That's actually an option that you can select for this vehicle. And there's some more, some fluid inlets again. And there's a rear camera that assists for parking. And the exhaust tips. This C8 has the exhaust tips on the outside, as opposed to many of the previous generations of Corvette. They would have 4 in the center. Consumers have mixed feelings on these, but I kind of like them. I like where they're located, and I like the fact that they're square. So on the driver's side inlet, you can see, I tried to slow it so you can see it. The silver hole there in the middle is actually a keyhole for when power is lost. You can use a key that extracts from the key fob to unlock it manually without relying on power. Now here's a passenger side mirror where you see in the upper right hand corner it's the blind spot assist. It lights up when there's a car that's in your blind. When the car is in the blind spot, it lights up and it gives you an audible signal. Also, there's the one on the driver's side in the left-hand corner there. So being that this is a car that has limited visibility from the driver's side, it gives you the ability to have technology assist. Note the support on the driver's side and the passenger side mirrors. The one on the passenger side is longer and it extends out, so it places the mirror at a point where it can view beyond the rear of the car. Now for the wheels, you get 19-inch in the front, you get 20-inch in the rear. The tires are going to be Michelin Pilot Sport All Seasons. In the front, you get 245, 35 ZR19s, and in the rear, you get 305, 30 ZR20s. And they're also run flats. And there's the rear spoiler. The rear spoiler comes as part of the Z51 package. This one doesn't sit as high as another one you have available, which is called the High Wing, and it comes in carbon flash color. As well as the front spoiler, I actually replaced it and put an aftermarket there, because the one that comes with the vehicle it's a dull plastic. It's kind of gray looking and doesn't really complement the vehicle very well. I would have liked to have seen this come with the vehicle. And here's the key fob. You can remote start. So if you hit the center button twice, it starts up the vehicle, and this will help you with heating up the vehicle or warming it up in a cold climate. That way you can get it warmed up and you don't have to be sitting in it waiting for it to warm up. And this way you can shut it off. You also use it to access the rear trunk by hitting the lower right button twice. And what's nice about this is when you close it, you can just push it softly and then the motor catches it and closes it the rest of the way. In the front, you hit the button twice, but there's a safety feature now to keep it from happening by accident. You hit it once, and then the second time you hold it down. And then when you hold it down, that's when it opens up. And then you just push it down twice for it to latch in place. More recently acquired vehicles will have a sticker on the fob explaining that. There's your sequential turn signal, as well as the turn signal that's integrated in the mirror, kind of like they do on the Mercedes-Benzes. And then working their way toward the front, there's the turn signal built into the LED headlight. Moving to the interior, there you see the latch that allows you to open up and remove the removable top. These are the 2 latches in the front. You just have to kind of lower your visors to be able to see them. And then you just let them loose there, as you can see. A little bit of trouble, but I got it. And then in the rear, there's another one. You just hit the button and it opens up. It unhooks it, and all you have to do is really just push the top up and you can carry it into the back. I don't have that in the video. I'm not demonstrating actually removing it and storing it in the rear trunk, but it can do that, and it takes up the majority of the space in the rear trunk. You almost lose it by removing that top and storing it back there. But all in all, it's not an inconvenience at all. Again, coming back into the interior, on the driver's side, there's the driver's side door with the necessary controls. You'll see the controls for the mirror and for the windows. And then going down to the bottom there, under that storage, actually there's the opening and closing the door and the locks. And this is another control for the front and the rear trunks. And there's the customization for the personalization for the driver's seat, as well as your controls for the driver's seat. And there's some carbon fiber integrated into the seat. By the way, those seats are actually the GT2 seats. There's the passenger side and their controls. And what's nice about the C8 is that you have presets for the passenger side as well as the driver's side, which is unusual, but it's a great feature. Over to the glove compartment, you just hit a single button and it opens up the glove compartment. And as you go look a little bit closer in the left side there, you can see that that square there. It's actually a slot for an SD card. You can put an SD card in for your PDA. I think that's what it's called. There are your controls for the head-up display. And as we go toward the center in a moment, there's your center area. You'll see your shifters for your transmission, of course. You'll see your mode selector, and those three buttons are the traction control, your front end lift, and your camera control buttons. And again, there's your mode selector. And if you move over to the right, you'll see this tower here, if you will. That's all climate control. The half toward the front is going to be for the driver's side, and then the ones that you see there toward the rear are for the passenger. And you can see the seat faces toward the passenger for that respective side. There's your dual cup holder. I'm using it as a wallet with some change in there. And then also the storage area here in the center console. You've got some jacks there for some power, and there's beyond it to the rear you have a charger. It's a wireless charger. You can stick your phone there, and you can wirelessly connect your Apple CarPlay or your Android. And right above it, you'll have one of the speakers as a part of the 14-speaker Bose system that comes with the 2LT and the 3LT models. And you can see the Corvette flag in the grille. Now here's the infotainment system. I'm just going to demonstrate a few items here. You can kind of go through it and you can see the different options it gives you. I'm not going to go through a detailed overview of this, but just to kind of see me playing with the buttons here just gives you a little bit of an idea of what it's capable of doing. You have different controls for different things. I'm not using a nav system. I just use my phone and pair it to the car through Apple CarPlay. And there's personalization. You can create profiles for different drivers. And there's your settings. And this is a very comprehensive control, I guess, if you will. There are a lot of different things you can do here in customizing your vehicle. The system, apps, and vehicle. And you're going to see a couple of really cool features here where you can personalize your Z mode and your My mode, and you can just basically set the vehicle up to operate and behave the way that you select it, such as the braking and the engine performance and the exhaust, things like that. But anyway, again, we're not going to go too much in depth on this. This is just a quick overview so you can just kind of see what it does here. So I personally like to drive in touring mode, and I just put the engine sound in track mode. Most of my driving is around town, so when I get in the highway, I'll modify it a little bit. But as you can see, I'm just continuing to play with it and just kind of show you the different things that it has. One thing that really stands out is valet mode. Valet mode is really nice because you can go ahead and put in a password, and you can lock your vehicle. It locks certain capabilities, so when a valet is driving your vehicle, the glove compartment, the center console, those areas get locked, and also the recorder records what's going on as far as the vehicle itself. And you can also limit the acceleration and the speed limit under valet mode in your settings. So it gives you some flexibility there. You just have a 4-digit passcode. Now here's the dash. Now this is an outstanding feature on the Corvette, the C8. It gives you a lot of flexibility of the different things that you can do. And as you can see, I'm just kind of going through some of the options that it gives you. If you look at where it says trip computer, you can see that bar below it. I'm in the far left portion of that bar right now, and that's where this is. And then in the second bar, you can see on the performance, you have some different options there. And once I get through there, I'm going to switch over to the third bar, audio. That's the one I like, and it just displays for you without having to look over to the PDA what's playing on your audio system. The next one is maintenance, and you can look at where your car is as far as where it is during the life cycle, or where you need to go ahead and get your next maintenance done. So it's nice to have a quick look at that when you need to. And then options. This is where you can customize your display. So for example, display design, I have it set to Tour. That's the overall general design which you're looking at right now. And if you see me change it, I'm going to change it over to Sport, and you'll see it change itself. So that's Sport mode. And not only that, but when you're in a specific mode, you can further customize them. So I'm just going to first show you the different modes and what they look like. There's your track mode. So as you can see, it looks very different than the previous two. When you're in a track, it just gives you more information that's usable. And then there's also another one called weather. And so when you're riding in snow or heavy rain, something like that, that gives you some key information that's useful in that mode. So we're just going to work our way back over to Tour mode, and we're going to do some of the some further customization. Again, this is available for all modes, so you can look over to the left, and you can see where I just changed the oil temperature in the upper left. You can see the bar itself to the right where you make your selection. So I'm changing it over to fuel economy, and now you can show your fuel economy in the upper left. So I'm going to get out of there and go back over to oil temperature, which is what I like to have there. So I'm going to put that back. And in the lower left, you can see that there I have the tire status. You can change that to any of the other choices. So I just change it to transmission fluid. Again, then I'm just changing it back. So you can put whatever you want to show there of the choices that it gives you to the right. And that's a real nice way to customize your dash so that you can see exactly what you want. And there's your speed warning. It kind of warns you when you hit a certain speed, which is nice. I'm just moving mine from 80 to 90, just for demonstration purposes. So, and then of course you can do your units in US, miles or kilometers. And then of course there's some other options that you can kind of play with. Again, we're not going to go too in depth here, but anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of customization available to you on the dash. So as you can see, I'm putting it back over to the music on the right side there, which is what I like to have there. So here's a look at the informational area above the rear view mirror. It just gives you some OnStar information. That's where your controls are for OnStar and emergency features. And then of course right below it is your rear view mirror. And because the car has such low visibility, you can just flip the mirror and that mirror becomes a video screen. And you get your video from you get your video from a camera that's mounted on the roof, as you can see in the upper right hand corner. That's a great feature for this car. Okay everybody, there it is, the 2021 C8 Corvette Stingray. I hope you like the information I presented, and I'm definitely hoping it'll be helpful to you in making your purchasing decision. I feel that once you get behind the wheel of one of these, you're gonna absolutely love it. I know I do. So please leave a comment, please hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'll have a lot more content coming your way. Again, Thank you so much for watching, and this is Ugly Mug signing out. I will see you soon.